Hey all you cool cats and kittens. It's Carol Baskin here. At Big Kitty Cat Rescue. Okay. So, there was drama today. And I feel like I need to address it. So, I made a post because one of my former roommates decided that they wanted to get a dog when she left her cat with me. And I'm gonna be the bigger person. I think people need to be called out when they're being irresponsible. And, hopefully she will take responsibility in her life. Because when you sign up for a pet, you're being responsible for that pet's life. For the rest of the time that they're here on Earth. And, look at this girl. Look at this sweetie. She is so sweet, so cuddly. Look, she just, came up and, let me loved her. Come here. She is so sweet. And it's just frustrating because the conversation that we had was it was 2 weeks before she was going to move out. She didn't tell me what she was going to do with her cat. And then when I asked her, I was like, oh, hey, what are you going to do with your cat? She was she straight up told me that she couldn't take her because of her living situation. Where the apartment that she was moving to didn't allow any more animals. And I was just like, okay, well, why didn't you tell me this beforehand? We could have tried to find her a home or something. I already have a cat. And she's 2 years old. I'm going to be responsible for her for the rest of her life. When I didn't sign up to have another cat. And that's just the facts. My cat's 8 years old. And, she has probably, another 10 years. Pippi has, another 15 years or more. And that's a big commitment, having 2 cats that I'm responsible for. And she wants to say, oh, I'm making up stuff. That's not the truth. Her cat's name is Pippi. The reason why she chose Pippi is because the dots on a domino is named a Pip. I wouldn't... She's her cat. She's not my cat. And when I confronted her about it, she was like, oh, well, I can take her to a shelter. Because it's, kind of too late now. Because I'm leaving in a week or 2 weeks. And I'm just okay, well, now I'm not gonna make you take her to the shelter. I'm not gonna do that to that sweet cat. Especially when, we're trying to get animals out of shelters, not bring more animals into a shelter. So this is Dominique Freeman, or Domino Maybell, the domino effect. And she is such a sweetie. She's such a sweetie. And now she wants to get a Pomeranian. She wants to get a dog now. And it's instead of getting a dog, why don't you contact the person who has your cat? It's that simple. If she tried contacting me and was like, oh, hey, I can take Pippi now, I want to take her back, then I would happily just be like, okay, here you go. Here's your cat back. Like, but no, instead she'd rather be like, oh, I want a cuter animal, or what. I don't know her reasoning. So I'm not gonna assume, but it's just like, be responsible for your pets. Like, I'm responsible for my pets. Like, I've had my cat for 8 years. There have been times where I should have got rid of her. Like, I was, like, gonna get rid of her, but I didn't. I fought. Like back, like, six years ago, when I moved into here, she had fleas, and she infested the entire house. Like, there was so many fleas on all of the carpets. And she, like, the fleas were just living off the carpet. You'd walk on the carpet, and you'd just get, like, 20 fleas on your leg, just all biting you. And she was just covered in fleas. Like, it just manifested to where I didn't know what to do besides, like, because I didn't know how, because she was an indoor cat at the time. So I didn't know how to, like, get rid of all these fleas, like, out of the whole house and off of her, and figure out the, like, situation. So, like, I was, like, considering just giving her up so that I can deflea the house. But I didn't. I found a way. Like, I made her an outside cat until the flea problem happened, because I have a big yard. And then I spent the next month, like, vacuuming the carpets 3 times a day, doing every single remedy I could think of to get rid of those fleas. Like, and eventually all the fleas were gone, and, like, I was able to get everything fixed. Like, I took responsibility for my cat. I did not get rid of her. I kept her. And even though she was, like, it was a huge inconvenience. And Domino didn't put up a fight to keep Pippi. It was easier for her to leave her with me than it was to find other accommodations. Like, and that's a problem. And then instead of taking responsibility and taking her back, she just wants to replace her. Like, just look at this kitty. She's so cute. All the kitties went outside. So I'm gonna let them outside. Go be free. So look how happy. I got my roommate's cat, Nim, here. Then we have Pippi. And then my cat is somewhere around here. I don't know where she went, but, like, it's not like I can't take care of an extra cat. But it's just, it's the whole point of, Pippi is 3 years old. She's 3. And by Domino leaving Pippi with me, that's 17 years of my life that I have to dedicate to that cat. That, like, I don't even have that much of an attachment for. Like, I did not raise Pippi. She doesn't feel like my cat. And, like, and all that cat deserves is love. But Taylor, if you do want a cat, I will talk to you. 'Cause I have been, like, I made a post a couple months ago trying to see if I could find a forever home for her. Because I just, like, I love that cat. I really do. But I didn't sign up for that commitment. And it makes me feel bad. Like, because every time, like, like, Pippi deserves someone who loves her unconditionally, and I just don't feel that way because I feel like she was forced on me. Like, it's just frustrating. But, like, and if Domino wants to be the bad person and call me out for God knows what, for bringing this to light, like, go for it. I have nothing to lose, like, but be responsible. I'm not over here bad-mouthing her name. Like, I am just telling the facts. And I feel like people need to be called out when a life is at stake. Like, she convinced me to get a cat because when she first moved in here, it was just my cat. It was just Mew. And my cat does not like other cats. She hates other cats. It took Pippi and my cat 7 months of hissing and fighting for them to get along. And they, like, don't really get along. Like, they will eat next to each other and they'll, like, sometimes they'll play, but, like, they're mostly fighting. Like, they mostly fight. But they're, like, cordial with each other. But, like, Domino really wanted a cat. And she convinced me to get a cat. And, like, I had to make my cat suffer for 8 months. Or 7 months. Like, we got Pippi in June. And it wasn't until we had that Snowmageddon where, like, that's when they got along with Snowmageddon because they were stuck inside because it was so cold. Like, so they, like, had to get along because they were both in the same house. And I put up with that because she wanted a cat. And then, but she can't be held responsible. So, that's the tea. And I just hope, Domino, if someone's, like, screen recording this, because I'm sure someone is, like, she's gonna see this. This is what I have to say for you. If you do get a Pomeranian, be responsible for that life. You are signing up for a 20-year commitment. Don't just abandon her when it's convenient for you. And that's all I have to say. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you. Bye-bye.